topic is?
The topic.
Yeah, I just couldn't tell whether you say topic or coffee.
Okay. I was actually saying coffee. That would make more sense.
What's the coffee, Olamori?
Yeah, what?
What's the coffee?
Your job is the coffee.
Actually an hour.
Yeah, your job is the coffee.
Okay.
Since you're not here, your job's the coffee. And can I have a biscuit while you're at it?
Or scone.
Yeah, scone. Since he's absconded, can we have an abscon?
Can I have a scone, please, with that?
Anyway, shit.
Yeah, so anyway, topic-wise, I'm just reading about the number one trending subject right now, and that's Kurt Zuma, who is a footballer, plays for West Ham.
Okay.
And there's a video come out of him.
I've watched that.
Oh, you know about it?
I've watched it.
Say that again, Justin. Sorry.
He's booting his cat, his pet cat.
So it's his own cat, not his wife's cat. It's his cat, and he's booting it.
Well, it might not especially be his cat because it doesn't look like he likes the cat. We'll probably get the video up on screen.
That's what I'm saying. Because I think, and I ain't seen this video. I don't know who the fuck this dude is. Don't give a shit. But what I would say about that kind of dynamic, though, in the context is, if you have a cat around you, it's not yours. It's your missus, your mums, your brothers, your sisters, and you're abusing the cat. That's one thing. But if you bought the fucking cat,
and then you abuse it.
and then you're abusing it, that's like
whole other level.
It's a whole other level. But this is, you got to think about it. This is what people used to do. So this is people used to buy slaves and women and shit just so that they could take them home and they knew what they was going to be doing to the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it reminds me of Schindler's List, where
I mean, generally, I think a cat serves a different purpose from a slave.
so hold on. I did you just say a cat serves a different purpose
from a slave?
From a slave?
Yeah.
Well, no, a cat can be. A cat can be a slave. But you mean from a human being?
Way?
What way can a cat be a slave?
Yeah. What way can a cat be a slave? Seriously.
It can be a slave as in it catches rats, mice. A slave is just something you use and don't pay it money, right? Something you exploit. Is a slave, so the human being might not know it's a slave if it's born into slavery. We can go at this all day long.
Anyway, as we were saying,
a slave is a being that's being exploited, I would say. It would probably come under the definition of a human being. But you can still exploit an animal. Donkeys or what they call mules are exploited. I would easily put them in the same category as a slave.
Cats naturally and automatically try and catch rats and mice.
Yeah, mules probably
do that shit. You just put it there and it does it.
There's probably something you could find that you could train a cat to do that it wouldn't normally do, that then you could exploit it to do. How about that? And you starve it until it does it. I'm not saying people do this. I'm just arguing your point. I'm being defensive and arguing the point.
I don't think you can train cats.
You can't train cats.
I've never told a cat to roll over and it rolls
you can
over.
without if you deprive it of food. Am I lying?
In what way though?
In what way what?
I've never saw a cat.
In what way what? No, let him answer the question. If you stop giving something, right? There are a few things that would die before you could train them, but I don't think a cat's one of them.
Actually, I'd tell a lie because you have to train it to use its litter.
There you go. Thank you for bringing that up and admitting that. Yeah, you're a big man for doing that. But anyway, so now we can move on because I wasn't really. I forgot what I thought. Yeah, I wasn't really saying it like that. What I meant was, I'm just saying. People used to do, and I'm not saying it's his cat, but I'm saying to you, like in Schindler's List, where the guy got the Jewish woman and made her like a house servant, just kind of so for his fun. There were guys that would buy slaves, and this we ain't just talking about Atlantic slave trade. We're talking about the Saharan slave. We're talking about ancient Greece and Rome. Talking about every trade, because let's not stereotype the trades. And some of these people would go to the market and I just had a wank at home. They got no thingy, they got no slave. I'll be real. They just had a wank at home, bored with their missus. Normal man these days would cheat. Back in them days, you could go to the slave market and pick yourself up something, see the tit and hair. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the reality of the situation. It's real talk. Gay guys could buy a slave to beat up and no one would know. So I feel sorry for a lot of those black books, not black books, sorry, or any book them Spartacuses that got their things up their arsicuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's horrible. And the joke is, and here's the and this is why I have to say, shall I say fuck? Shall I swear? No, not swear.
Well, you already
this
swore.
is why I'm saying allow God, because if God's real, how could God allows the Spartacuses to take it up their arsicuses, yeah, with that kind of narcissism? Right? No, but how could what I'm saying is, why would God allow those kind of injustices and babies being raped? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like I if I was God, I'm assuming I'm not better than an all powerful God, but I couldn't allow that to happen. I just couldn't have it couldn't happen in my digital world.
There was a
where youths being raped, not in my never mind real world. This is a digital world. I couldn't have cats being abused in my digital world. I just wouldn't do it. Things would be happening a lot better.
There was a saying, I don't know if it came up to my head or if I read it, but I remember like writing it out. Something to do with you need bad in order to like have good to compare to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that you notice it. You're right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's just we're all just gonna be. You know what I mean? What's the struggle? You know what I'm saying?
God's all powerful.
There'll be no struggle.
Well, no,
there'll be no mentors.
Technically, God's all powerful, so God can do what the hell He wants. God can make us realize without having bad times, because God's all powerful. God's all powerful.
But I guess He just made the choice to like make us realize.
Because we need the choice.
We need strength, don't we? Like through our pains, we've grown strength. Really, let's be honest.
Yeah. But that's by design. God designed us to where we had to have pain to learn.
Yeah, but look at this.
He could have made it to where we didn't need pain to learn.
Yeah, but let's imagine.
Say that again.
And yeah, it's God. It's kind of like God buying a cat just so He can kick it. Human beings, and all He does is fucking punish us.
And then He punishes us for putting us in that situation.
Look, as people, like I don't know when it started, but we started getting injected with these things, right? But we started getting injected with these things, yeah. We don't know what these things could do to our body. We don't know if it can create, these voices or whatever, like these actions.
What, schizophrenia.
Whatever, these bad things we do, yeah. That conscience we have, like to do bad things, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the word is, right? But these things that we have in our body, we don't know if them things cause these things. Do you know what I mean?
Well, what
that
is
was
that?
made by mankind. That can be, sent from, the bad people from downstairs.
No, but that's if them bad people even exist.
Yeah, but we don't. This is the thing. We don't know.
You
anything.
carry on saying the rest of that sentence.
We don't know anything, but I'm just saying from what, like.
So if we don't know anything, why are we talking about it? Why are we talking about it? Like
it just came to my head.
Yeah. Like pink unicorns and fucking fairies and shit can come to someone's head, but that don't mean we can always discuss things, but we should never take them as long. We can always discuss things, and it's always good to mention.
I believe there's like devil. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why, but I just do.
Yeah, but if you believe,
I just think more into it. You know what I'm saying?
If you believe in the biblical devil, then that devil works for God.
I just came up with my own thought of it.
I'm just saying, but
in my own word, I just came up with my own word.
In it, Jules. The devil works for God.
Does it?
Yeah, the devil works for God.
His face says different, so I'm asking him.
Satan is the adversary of God, but that would mean that would Oh, you didn't know that?
I just disagree.
You disagree with the devil was created by God?
No, I agree with that.
See that, Justin? So he agrees that the devil was created by God.
He might have betrayed God,
but he doesn't agree.
He might have been jealous of God.
But he doesn't agree.
That's why it might have happened.
He was jealous of God. That's
probably why it happened.
Well, he's jealous of human beings, right? He was jealous of human beings.
At the end of the day, the devil might have...
Why was he jealous of God?
The devil might have wanted
God's
the power
favourite
that God had. And he does have the power.
The account goes that he was jealous of God because he wanted to have God's position.
Yeah.
He was jealous of God. Okay, I'm not going to argue that.
Facts.
So he wanted everything that
Facts. This is fantasy. You talking about?
He wanted everything that God got. Yeah, he wanted to be like the Most High. So he said, I will ascend above the throne of heaven and I will be like the Most High.
I think that's after he got upset. But let's just say you're right.
No, that's what it says anyway. So he said that he wanted to be like that, which meant he wanted to have people worshiping him. He wanted to have power. He wanted to have all the glory.
Which he has now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Or which it has.
The frequency and everything like.
If it exists, it does have that now. So the devil won.
But not fully.
The devil won
because there's people fighting it.
So God, so the devils worship more than God.
At the end of the
So
day,
the
those
devil's-
people that are struggling
devil's won.
or whatever, we're fighting every
That's
day.
debatable, but yeah,
It's
let's
not
say-
debatable.
let's say it is.
How's it debatable?
Because, yeah, okay, that's a,
No, do you know what?
that could take.
Because you have a lot of good. You have a lot of good. It's just that game theory predicts that bad always wins. You can have 50%
The
good,
bad always
50%
gets the
bad,
best
but the
outcome,
bad always
yeah.
wins. Yeah, they always win because they prepared to do more than what the good's prepared to
What's
do.
game theory though? What's-
Game theory is
But the bad hurts good people, or you know what I mean?
Hold on, let
along
me
the
answer this
way.
question. Let me answer this question first.
Sorry.
The game theory is the concept that if you put a certain, you set something up with a particular. How do I even? So you set something up, and like I suppose them dominoes that you push over. Yeah. So you set certain parameters. For example, you put 10 human beings that will, no matter what happens to them, they'll never get violent, and you put another 10 human beings, or even 2 human beings, who they don't give a shit about being violent. You put them in the same system where they have to abide by the same rules, and it's more than likely. So it's basically game theory has been able to predict the outcome of social circumstances. That's what it is. Sorry. So it's the prediction of social science. It's been able to predict the actions and the outcomes of particular social situations. Maybe animals as well, but it's I think it's the human sciences. And so you can work out within a particular culture or community who's going to be the poor people, who's going to be oppressed more, what the religious discrimination is going to be, what the sex discrimination is going to be, based on the certain parameters around the context of the sociology. And so game theory dictates, or you can predict human behavior from the parameters that have been set forth. And so if you have some people that are ready to kill people, and some people like Joshua,
You're over the same.
who never do anything regardless, and they'll never punish you, right? Providing there's no master plan at the back, they'll always win. They'll always win. And this is why the politicians keep beating us. And the dirty cops, they keep winning. And the politicians, because they're at the top, because it takes a psychopath to get to those stages. Nice people don't get to those stages because we're not prepared to do what it takes to get that power.
So are you saying we should all be evil, or like we should all?
Nope. I'm just saying the people in power are the ones that are evil. So maybe there's ratios that you need to have. Like you need to have some level of, and this is why I think that
I would propose here that those people, this game theory allows those who are willing to do all of that to stay in power. Yeah, it's the thing that keeps them there.
Yeah.
Because they're willing to do what it takes to keep
Yeah.
them there. But them being in power doesn't mean that they've won. Do you get me?
I didn't say they've won, but they control the game.
Yeah, they could potentially control the game, but it depends on how you define winning the game. Winning the game might be losing your life.
Well, hold on.
But you've won the game.
That's a great question. How do you define winning the game? Ain't it what stage you're in by the time you die? Because if it's ongoing,
No, because it could be what you leave behind after you.
well then the game's going until the world ends. So nobody's won or lost the game. If you're talking in that respect, but if you're gonna, but you could say if Hitler never died, there's many people, slave owners, who died bellies full, slave on top of them,